Hey, happy Homebrew Wednesday everybody. Thought I'd change direction today. I normally have you sitting this way, but now I've got you this way. Change as good as a holiday? What do you reckon? Righty ho. Right, so, as homebrewers, we like to do Homebrew Wednesdays when things are all going correct and right and we're being brewmasters. Sometimes we don't really tell you when it all goes fucking wrong. So, this is the main subject of my SJPORR. No, SJPORR, fuck's sake. This is the main subject of my Homebrew Wednesday today, as learn from my mistakes. So you don't have to have the same mistake happen to you, basically. So, and at the end of this video, there will be a wee update on the SJPORR stuff. There we go. I haven't had a beer yet. Well, I'll tell a lie, I have. Half of one. And I'll fill it up again in a second. But anyway, right. What we're going to talk about today is my cock-up of my 8-bit IPA, which is a real shame because the brew day went beautifully. Couldn't fault it. Now, final gravity on this beer came down to a 10.8, a 1008 to be exact. It's meant to go to a 1014, so it finished a bit drier. Not a bad thing. It's a hoppy beer, not bad. Only 40 IBUs, but not, I wasn't too worried about that. 6.2 instead of 5.4. Right, so let me run you through the latter stages of my fermentation. So you guys out there who are really good and know what you're doing can say, you dumbass. and those guys who are just starting out can say, I won't do that. So when I dry hopped it when the gravity went down to a 1018. Now I believe it was on the Brewing Network that I was listening to a guy and he was saying he likes to dry hop when fermentation still has a bit, a wee bit to go. So I figured, that's a bloody good idea because the CO2 stimulating the hops, any oxygen you might introduce at that stage, we pushed out with the CO2. So I chucked in my 3 hop socks of 86 grams of Galaxy into, weighted down, into my fermenter when it was still at 1018, so it was still a little bit of bubbling. 3 days into the dry hop, I could see no more signs of fermentation. First mistake right there. So at the 3 day, I upped the temperature by 2 degrees for my diacetyl rest. I ferment ales at 19 degrees, so I put it up to 21. What I should have done is taken another gravity sample, seen where the gravity was at, made sure it was my final gravity of 1018. Waited 24 hours, taken another sample, make sure it stayed the same. Didn't do that, I just thought, no more bubbling, sweet as. Okay, so the 2 days that I gave it at 21 degrees for my diacetyl rest, it probably hadn't hit final. It may have only hit final when I took the last sample, which was just before or not just before I kegged it, but before I crash chilled it to keg it. So I really don't know when it hit final, so how could I measure how long I gave it for my diacetyl rest? So that's my mistake right there. Okay, rushing it, let it take its time. You don't have to brew your beer in 10 days flat out with everything dry hopped and all the rest of it. Just take your time. Bloody hell, we're impatient people, aren't we, sometimes? So then I kegged it, okay, and 3 days into it carbing up, I tested it. It tasted great. Fantastic. Hoppy. Just, citrusy. Beautiful. It was still cloudy as, because it hadn't cleared out yet, but it tasted good. So, 4th day, I thought, it's Friday night. I have another one. Oh, no CO2. Oh, shit. I've gone through that SodaStream bottle already. Just no pressure at all. Some reason, one of my gas poppet had caused a leak, and it leaked. So I was like, shit. I had to spare another SodaStream bottle, so connected that up, and soapy water around the poppets. There we go, there's the leak. And I go, why the hell? I didn't pick up on that leak when I first kegged it, and to be honest with you, I'm pretty sure it wasn't, because I always test it with soapy water, because I'm paranoid. So I don't know why it gave way after 3 days. But, I had no spare poppets, or, I mean, not poppets, no spare O-rings. So I took it apart. Not ideal, introducing air into a half carbonated beer, not ideal at all. Took it out, have a wee jiggle, wee fiddle, put a bit of keg lube around it, fiddle, tightened it up, fixed it, no leak. Pretty pissed off about it at that stage, so I left it, went inside, went to bed. A couple of days later, I poured myself a pint of that beer. No hop aroma. Where's all the hop aroma gone? There was a funny smell to it, and I recognised that smell. I don't know, I better drink it just to make sure. Not feeling a bit annoyed. Drank it. Had the bitterness, all those lovely hops, all those, that dry hop flavour, and everything was gone. Diacetyl was left. Butterscotch, a little bit of butterscotch, but the real pain in the ass is it was quite strong at that stage. It had taken away all the delicate flavours and just left with that one butterscotch flavour. And yeah, I was pretty gutted about it, all about that stage. So it was full of diacetyl. Me introducing that little bit of air at that stage to fix up that leak probably would have caused it up. I know diacetyl out of kegs, you can hide it pretty well if you chill it right down and keg it and all the rest of it. It's only when you bottle it from the keg that diacetyl might show up. So that was the catalyst for that showing up. So it's made me reevaluate my whole fermentation procedure, really. Just, I'm rushing it and going too fast. I need to just calm it down. With lagering and stuff, because I lager and I leave it for a good month lagering, and obviously I've given it at least a 4-day diacetyl rest before I lager, so I don't rush that process, and they come out beautiful. So why am I rushing ales? Impatient bugger. So yeah, so I hope you get something out of that. I hope you learnt. It was a perfect storm, really, and it really made me wake up to myself. But let's pour a pint of that. Because it hasn't gone away, but it's not as prominent what it was before. It's a little bit. And if I pour a pint real quick and I sniff it, I reckon, oh yeah, it takes about 30 seconds for that diacetyl smell to come in. Sometimes it doesn't come in, so it's a low level. So that was another positive that came out of the SJPORR competition, because I managed, not that all the beers were full of diacetyl or anything like that, don't get me wrong, but you're reading stuff about it, you're sort of trying to get in tune with it, and then you think, oh, hang on, is that? And you taste it, and I think I only got one beer with diacetyl in it at the SJPORR competition, but being sure enough, you knew what it was and taste it, and you pick it up that once, you can pick it up again. I don't think my palate's that good or that subtle, so in small amounts I probably won't be able to pick it up, but if it was real prominent I'd pick it up on it, which it wasn't my beer. But now it's gone down to a low level, and I just had one before, and a tiny little bit, but I'm getting the hops back in it. Anyone know how to fix that? Or put it? I know, what is it, CO2 scrubbing? You can CO2 scrub to get rid of it. I don't know. Like those of you know how. Put a link to anyone who's done it on YouTube, or give me a quick few details how to do it. Be much appreciated. But let's pour a beer anyway. I'm beering. All right, let's pour a beer and see how we go. Be with me, people. Need another tap. So I've still got my Pilsner on the other tap. That's lasted a while. Okay, so this is the 8-bit IPA. So, oh great, a lot of citrus, passion fruit. Ah, yeah, that's not. It's at a lower level at the moment. Cloudy. You can see my finger. Just yeah. It was probably from the 86 grams of Galaxy. There, I did put a finding agent through it as well, but I don't think it's going to get any clearer than that anyway. So, lovely head on it. I'll have a wee drink here before Dice takes over and see what I can tell you. Okay, up front, just lovely citrus flavours. It's got a really prominent bitterness to it, you know, as you would sort of American Pale Ale. Only 40 IBUs, and to me that tastes quite bitter for 40 IBUs. It's probably at a balance as well now from the from having that off flavour in it, unfortunately. You know, it's still drinkable. It's still, I would like to try to sort of CO2 flush it out, because it is had a lot of complexity to it before Dice showed us reared its ugly head in there. So yeah, so that's cheers. It's quite a lovely colour, even though I fucked up the grain bill as well. I was meant to put a dark Munich malt in there, and I just put normal Munich because I forgot. So it should have been a bit darker. Actually, I am picking up on a tiny little amount of diacetyl in there, but thank God it's not as prominent as what it was on the weekend. That's died right down. So yeah. I'm gonna rebrew this beauty, and you know what? Another thing, and I've been thinking about it for a while, because I did do a smash beer with Galaxy, and I wanted to use Galaxy again, this recipe of Galaxy, you know, just to see. I'm not 100% happy with Galaxy as a hop. The reason being, I like how it begins, I like the beginning journey of that hop, but I don't like how it ends. I can't describe the flavour I get at the ending of that hop. But I'm not that of a fan of it, to be honest. So, the one change I'll be making to this recipe when I rebrew is that I'll either be using Citra or Mosaic as my dry hop. Which one I can get my hands on, anyway. So, yeah. And I'll use Dark Munich as well. So guys, that's me. That's my frank, open and honest discussion on my cock-up, brewing-wise. It could have been worse. It's still drinkable. It's just not something that I'm proud of. You know, I want everyone to drink it. But you know, I don't think now my normal micro-brewing drinking mates, the Spates and Tui, they would even pick up on that. It's probably too bitter for them. And they'll probably just say, oh, it's too bitter. But anyway, yeah, that's me. I'm yabbering now. I'll cut now to some SJPORR update. Otherwise, have a happy Homebrew Wednesday, and we'll catch you next time. Okay, guys, bye. Just before the SJPORR update, I'm going to give you, I forgot to say, I need to apologise to Hopful. You comment on my videos, and I don't comment back. I apologise for that, because when your comments come up, there's nowhere that I can comment. It doesn't let me. I don't know why that is. So yeah, that's what I'll put a link to Hopful down below as well, because he's just new to Homebrew Wednesday, and he's doing some good stuff. He's starting on his all grain stuff, and he's doing a good job. So yeah, so sorry Hopful, I'm not just a rude bastard. I just can't press comment. And on that note, sorry to everyone, because sometimes I take 3 weeks to answer your comment or to get back to you. Hopeless. Right, that'll change. Over and out. See you guys. Enjoy the wee SJPORR update. Bye-bye.
It is time. It is time to brew your best beer. Brought to you by Beer Greens Supply Company, BrewTubers Online Brewers Club, Brew UK, Panhead Brewery, Tanner Ritchie, Finney's Homebrew Emporium, Brig Selv, Hackney Brewery, Hashigo Sake, Mangrove Jacks, Sprig and Fern Tavern, Yakima Valley Hops.
Hey guys, look what I got in my fridge. Yeehaw, the SJPORR beers. So yeah, just waiting on the Canadian beers. But there we go. There's the SJPORR beers in there. Chilling down. I got them yesterday. So they've been in there 24 hours. I'm going to crack on and start reviewing tomorrow. Can't wait. Can't wait to get cracking on these. So yeah. So underway. The final leg of the SJPORR competition is with us. Awesome. Awesome. It's yeah. Can't wait. Alright, that's enough of me jibber-jabbering. Alright guys, catch you later. Bye.